we started the kitchen farming product in a conversation about out of work cooks. Pruitt, she's a former cook at Blue Hill, because we in the middle of March had to terminate her employment very reluctantly because we closed the doors, and she and 30 of our other cooks were at home on the couch watching a lot of YouTube. And I was checking in, talking to them, and feeling very frustrated that these beautiful minds were being wasted. Could there be a way to activate them so that when we come out of this thing, they're enriched by the work that they do? And that led to a conversation with Jack. He offered 3 patches of pristine grass around an old Rockefeller estate, and we picked 3 cooks to dig into it, rip up the sod, and plant some seeds. It was as simple as that. I can tell you that we're now at over 2,000 energetic cooks and non-cooks, people who are just following along Jack's recipe.
One of the most exciting things about working here, you get to meet so many farmers, face-to-face people who aren't just growing food, but people who are thinking about what the future could look like. Our relationship with them has, afforded them kind of like the stability to be able to experiment.
Let's start with the recipe. Let's start with this thing that really gravitates to you, and jump in with the way the recipe is designed. The crop rotation, the way the plants are placed, the size of the space, the design, everything, all of that stuff is actually set. That is the replication in each garden. What's really interesting is that as soon as they have a little bit of choice and selection for varieties and the kind of placement of the things they want to have in the place, then all of a sudden the gardens start to look very different. They become their own sort of an expression of their own thinking and their own ideas around cooking and their own ideas about the sort of future of the garden.
You're inculcating a generation of young, energetic future chefs to be reconnected with the world around them. And that is a compass for the future.
One of the things that this pandemic has kind of made me realize is how tenuous the links, the system that we build can feel for a young cook who grew up, cooking on the shoulders of giants like Chef Dan. We always thought that, the farm will always be there for us, and we've kind of taken this connection of going to farmers markets and talking to farmers in our area kind of for granted a little bit. So focusing on the spaces between the cooks and the farmers to see how we can build better relationships, better connections that could, transcend situations like this, that could outlast, social distancing is really important.
Even for the folks around the world that are writing in on a regular basis now, everybody's asking the same set of questions, and we're just trying to give them straight answers show that not only these gardens on the site are similar, but whether you're in Taiwan or you're in Berlin or San Francisco, it really doesn't matter. It's the same set of problems, the same set of ethics, and the same set of philosophy.
I like the idea of not knowing who a cook is and who a farmer is. Right now, my cook Pruitt looks very much like a farmer, and we want to get more farmers in the kitchen. So the dividing line between those two occupations should be blurred, and that to me is a really promising future for both the restaurant and the farm.